Hello everyone and welcome back to Midnight Violets. Today I'm going to be doing the £20 tag for you. It was originally the $20 tag, but obviously we use pounds here in the UK and I buy my makeup in pounds, so I'm going to make it the £20 tag. So yeah, to get started, the first thing that I'm going to be using is this NYC All Day Long foundation. My shade is Classic Ivory. I've got my little book here of what everything costs, where I've done all my maths. So the foundation costs £3.99. And I haven't got enough money for a brush, so think as it is. Sorry about the chipped nails as well. Next I'm going to go in with my NYC Cover Stick in Light. This costs about £1.50, so I can't remember exactly how much it costs. It was definitely less than £2, and online it's going for £1.50, so I'm calling it £1.50 here. So I'm just going to use this. This is new, so I haven't used it too much, but actually it's not too bad. It doesn't have the best coverage, but it does feel nice and it doesn't sort of get cakey, so just pluck my brows, so we're going to go here as well. Now I'm just going to rub that in my fingers again, sort of a bit more of a patting motion this time. And next I'm going to go in with eyebrows, and this is actually something that I use every day, so I haven't just pulled it out for this tag. It's the Makeup Academy, also known as MUA Eyebrow Pencil, and this is in blonde. I was going to say beige then for some reason. So the pencil is quite a good thing to use with this tag, as it means I don't have to use a brush. I'm going to see a theme of that running through. Tried to mix up the brands a bit so we haven't got the same sort of brands going the whole way through, just to make it a bit more interesting, but you know, there's only so many brands I can choose from, so not everything's going to be a different brand. So on my eyes I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Cream Eyeshadow Duo, and this is in Mocha Swell, and I'm going to be using this as a primer on my lids. You could use the e.l.f. primer, they both cost £1.50, so it's not going to be any difference in price, but I'm going to be using this for something else a bit later on as well, which is why I chose to use this. So I'm just going to be taking this darker shade, I'm going to be taking it on my ring finger, I'm just going to be putting it on my lid. And then for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this quad from e.l.f. in Day to Night, and again this costs £1.50, so really great on the price front. And I'm just going to be using the little sponge tip that comes with it, because I haven't got any money for brushes. So I'm going to be taking the lightest shade first to highlight with, because as we're using the sponge tip I can't change brushes, so we want to get the light ones out of the way first. And I don't want it to be as intense as it comes off there, so I'm just going to rub a bit on the back of my hand first, so I've just got a bit left on here. I'm going to go onto the brow bone. And then on my lid I'm going to be using this shade on the end here. I'm just going to swap it over so I've got a different side on this. It feels really strange doing my makeup with these brushes. I don't tend to use them. Especially not ones as short as this. And then I'm just going to be using this dark black here in my crease. I'm just going to swap it over and use the other end. I'm going to put it right on the tip first. Put it into the crease. And then I'm going to use the side to blend it out a bit more. I think if you can afford some brushes, then they will help you heaps with your application. They do some really cheap ones at e.l.f., so £1.50. I've got fed up with the sponge tips, so I'm just going and using my finger now. Make sure you wash your hands first before using them on your face. Now I'm just going to get a bit of this one and pat it onto the inner corner. Then for the liner on the bottom lashes, I'm just going to be smudging this colour here with this brush again on the tip. I was going to be using this on my upper lash line as well, but I still had £4 to play with, so I decided that I would add in the Collecton 2000 Extreme 24-hour felt tip liner, which costs £2.99, and I'm going to line my upper lash line with that. And I've just added a little bit on the lower lash line on the outer edges for a bit more definition. And then for mascara, this is a brand new one, so I've not actually used this before. I did originally pick up the MUA one for £1, but I hated it, so I went and picked up something else. This is the NYC Volumizing mascara called Showtime. So, first impressions might be coming up. So I did forget to mention this mascara cost me £1.99, so nice and cheap. It's probably not the best one I've tried, but it's definitely better than the MUA one that I would have used otherwise. So that's mascara. And then on my cheeks, I'm going to be using this Natural Collection blush, and it is called Rosey Glow. So it looks like this, nice and pretty. And this is the only brush that I've fitted in. So this is the e.l.f. blush brush, and this costs £3.50. So went all out on a blush brush. I'm not into applying with my fingers, so yep, so I'm just going to get some on the brush and put it on my cheeks. This isn't my favourite blush brush, but it's the cheapest one I own, so made it into the video. And as it is a bit of a brownie tone, I'm going to take a tiny amount and put it up here, just with the same brush. So that's it for the face. I've just got the lips to go. I'm going to be using, this is actually from Primark, so definitely doing the rounds on the brands today. This is a lip stain pen. It doesn't have a number on it, but it did cost £1.50, so yep. So that's the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I know it's probably not the best look I've ever created, but I was on a budget here. If you wanted to do the same tag, then feel free to do it and let me know. I'd love to watch all your videos as well, see what you've been using that's nice and cheap. So you'll probably want to know what mine's actually added up to. So if I get my little book out. The total was, got to do some maths here, it was £18.22 without the £1.50 for the lip stain, so that would make it 1972 if I'm really good at maths. So 1972, but I will have a blog post with like pictures of my face and like close-ups and stuff, as well as like a full list of products and the prices, so that you know you can see that I'm not lying, or if I am, it's because I'm rubbish at maths. So yeah, I probably won't have one up for a few weeks, but when I do, hopefully it'll be something exciting. So I'll speak to you again soon, and thanks for watching. Bye!